Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Hello Children. In this video, we will study the poem The Grass is Really Like Me, poetess Kishwar Naheed. Kishwar Naheed was born in Bulandshahr, Uttar Pradesh in 1940. She is one of the best known women poets of Pakistan. She has written a collection of traditional ghazals. She has also written for children and for the daily newspaper Jung. The grass is also like me. It has to unfurl underfoot to fulfill itself. But what does its wetness manifest? A scorching sense of shame or the heat of emotion? The grass is also like me. As soon as it can raise its head, the lawn mower, obsessed with flattening it into velvet, mows it down again. The poetess compares herself to the grass, but she doesn't mean her individual self. She means the entire woman folk who are more or less in the same position of subjugation. There are many points of similarity between the grass and a woman. Grass is trampled upon by all passerby just as a woman trampled upon by patriarchal forces in society. The grass opens out even if it is under the foot of someone to do justice to its existence. Likewise, women seek meaning in their lives even when they are trampled upon. Line 4 and 5 refer to the wetness of the grass and offer two possibilities for it. One is a sense of shame and the other is heat of emotion. The poet definitely means the latter. The lawn mowers, in the case of the grass, are workers who are doing their duty. As soon as grass raises its head, the lawn mower mows it down and turns the grass into velvet. But the lawn mower, in the case of the poet, are the chauvinistic people who don't believe in the concept of equality of women. The lawn mower obsessed with flattening it into velvet. This line is personified. In the line 7, the phrase raise its head means how many times a lawn mower mows it, it grows again. Similarly, a woman's feelings and emotions which are suppressed by the dominant section of the society, but she rises up again and again. How you strive and endeavor to level woman down too, but neither the earth's nor woman's desire to manifest life dies. Take my advice, the idea of making a footpath was a good one. In these lines, the poetess moves from the impersonal to the personal. From the lawn mowers, she moves on to men who dominate over women. Here, you refers to all those who victimize women. By equating the desire of the earth and the desire of the woman, the poetess makes it very clear that it is natural for the woman to have the desire to manifest herself, just as the earth reveals itself, its glory. A woman wants to establish her selfhood, her autonomy. Those who go against this impulse in a woman are going against the natural order in nature. Those who cannot bear the scorching defeat of their courage are gifted on to the earth. That is how they make way for the mighty. But they are merely straw, not grass. The grass is really like me. The phrase scorching defeat refers to painful burning result of the courage shown by the women. The poetess means that the defeated are suppressed just as the grass is cut and thrown out. The poetess is trying to tell us that the defeat makes a way for the bigger or the stronger. The defeated grass is cut and fallen on the ground. The remaining straw makes way for the stronger machine. Similarly, the women who remain recessive make way for the dominant society. The earth's desire is to make the seedling grow. That is why, even after repeated grafting, the grass grows. In the same way, woman's desire to express or unfurl cannot be suppressed. The dominant society may curb it repeatedly, her desire to will raise the head again. This poem is translated from Urdu to English by Ruxana Ahmad. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.